Many Thailand first-timers have so many different questions. How to get from A to B, where to eat, when to come, what to avoid, how to not get scammed, and how to know if a lady is a ladyboy. I'm Tim. I help Thailand first-timers eliminate confusion, save time, save money, avoid scams. And in this video, I will answer some of my viewers' biggest questions. And if you become a channel member, you can just send me questions and I answer you in a short video. I always wanted to visit Koh Lipe. It's not easy since it's a combination of flights, transfers and ferries. Could you give some advice and recommendations? Don't overcomplicate it. Want to go Asia already did everything for you to make it as easy as possible. You are right, you need a flight, you need a van, you need a ferry. Book it all together in one package. The fastest and easiest thing is you go to the Don Mueang airport, go directly after arriving in Bangkok Suvarnabhumi for free to Don Mueang airport. There's a free bus shuttle, leaving every 12 to 30 minutes from 5 a.m. to midnight for free. And then take the flight, for example, 8:35 to Pattaya. And from there, a van picks you up and brings you to the pier. And there's a ferry that brings you to the island. And you will arrive at the steak restaurant on Koh Lipe. 8:35 is the flight, and you will arrive at around 3 p.m. You can book it online. Here's ticket. It's $59. Perfect. To show you this on the map. Here is the Bangkok airport, Suvarnabhumi. Here is Don Mueang. Here is Pattaya airport. Here's the pier where the ferry waits for you. Here is Koh Lipe. That's a long, long trip. So don't waste time doing it on your own or trying to find a shortcut. Flight, van, ferry. Is it possible to see all the sites you mentioned in Bangkok? Just wondering if it's possible to do in 3 to 4 days, maybe even 2, but I highly doubt that. Yes, of course, it is possible in a very short amount of time. I think you're referring to my 7 days in Bangkok itinerary. I mean, of course, you won't change hotels and you won't eat in every restaurant in 2 days that I recommended for 7. But if you only mean the sites, that is so easy. 99% of first-timers think they need to have a year in Bangkok to see everything. The most important sites are very close to each other. The most important things that you want to see when you've never been to Bangkok are in the old town. Here, this is the area, Grand Palace, but poor. Neighbors. Atolun is a 3-minute ferry ride just to the opposite side of the river. Easy. Then you can walk here up there to Royal Barges Museum, 30 minutes. Then you go here and you are again close to the palace and you are at the National Museum and the Amulet Market. And that's it. I did that exact road with my parents in one morning. So everybody who tells you it's not possible, it's just common sense. This one loop. It's easy. Honestly, you don't have to spend 3 hours in the Grand Palace. I personally would skip it anyway. The only thing that you see are Chinese food groups. What a room. Yeah, beautiful, of course, but this is not a day trip. This is a building, a historic site. Look at it. Wonderful. Take a picture, relax, and go on. I would never spend any longer than 30 minutes in one of these places. This is the morning, and then you eat in the area, and in the afternoon, you check out the rest of the old town. Atsaket, Luha Prasad, and you're done. And on your second day, here's Icon Siam, but that's not really a site, it's a shopping mall. Here's the temple that looks like a ship. Here's the Hindu temple. Here's the Maharajan skyscraper. It's all in one district. Here's the snake farm, the Lumpini Park. Up here's the Aravan Shrine and Jim Thompson House. 4 or 5 hours. Finish. And then you still have a half day left. Check out another park or check out Chatuchak. Easy. Can I bring and use my e-cigarette Or do I risk a penalty? Officially illegal, but still sold and used. I understand your question. You see that others use a vape in Thailand, and you think, why am I not allowed to bring my vape and to use it? Thailand is the country of double standards. What's allowed for Thai people is forbidden for foreigners. The many laws only apply to foreigners. When you go to a bar in Pattaya, for example, every girl has an e-cigarette, and the police walks by and says nothing. And you sit there and think, are you kidding me? And then you see them sold on the street everywhere. Yes, but please, only because Thai people do it doesn't mean that you can do it. See it like that. If a Thai policeman needs money and sees you with an e-cigarette, then you have to pay. You may not have to pay the official penalty, but you have to pay him a personal little penalty if you don't do it. And if you argue, you can get in jail. You can get 5 years in prison. So I highly recommend you follow the rules and the law. I don't want my viewers to end up in prison. I had a close encounter with a ladyboy. She was stunning, and I did not think he was a ladyboy. Is there a Thai way of asking that politely? I don't want to offend the person I'm asking. The good old ladyboy question. You get it? And it's your first time. You think, wow, so many beautiful women, and my ploy, she's a woman, can't be a ladyboy. I understand it. I also thought, she's a woman, and turned out, not a woman. It happened to me. You can say, oh, sorry, I did not know. Forget it. Bye-bye. Thank you. Sorry now, and don't be angry if you did not see it immediately, because they will never tell you. Never. They will never tell you, oh, be careful, I'm a man. No. For Thai people, it's so obvious that they don't think you don't see it. They think you know it, because it's so obvious. There are 2 types of ladyboys. Masculine, where everything is totally clear immediately, and the supermodel ladyboys. These are the tricky ones. If a Thai lady is tall, has an unreal face, like perfect, like a video game character. The face completely made by plastic surgeons. The chest, plastic surgery. The dress, very expensive. The hair, absolutely Hollywood-like. The high heels, giant and expensive. If she can walk on high heels, then she's a man. I know it sounds completely crazy, but this is it. The typical Thai girl is small, has never learned to walk on high heels, doesn't have any expensive clothes, and doesn't have the money for all the plastic surgery, the makeup, the hair and stuff. The usual Thai girl is very down to earth, and the ladyboys are the ones who dress up. If it's showtime, then it's a man. Is there a way to ask politely? Come on. Where do you meet stunning ladyboys? And do you really think they never heard that question? I mean, just ask nice, flirty, funny, charming, do a hand gesture. Just say, oh, you handsome man, like I do when I see some. If they smile, then you know, they know that you know. So if you ask a real girl, if she's a ladyboy, expect her to be not super happy. But again, they know foreigners are very confused and scared to make a mistake, and that they really cannot see the difference like they do. For them, it's like, are you stupid to ask me that? But they know. And for us, it's not that simple. The best thing is to just ask early, or ask a colleague secretly. Excuse me, is she a lady? And one more tip, usually there are only normal bars and ladyboy bars. Some bars have one ladyboy, and believe me, he stands out in a crowd of real, small, tiny, cute, little down-to-earth girls. Can you recommend a hotel in Pattaya? The problem is, I arrive at the airport at midnight. If you arrive at the airport at midnight, then I think you're from the United States of America. Yeah, there's a problem, but there's a solution. If you want to immediately go from the Bangkok airport to Pattaya at night, then you have to do one thing. You have to tell the hotel that you will arrive after midnight, and you will have to book the day before. This night has to be paid and booked, but you have to announce that you won't be there at 2 p.m., but around 12 hours later, in the middle of the night. And how to get there? There's no bus. You need to take a Grab or a taxi. That's it. 1,500 baht and 1 extra night. But I mean, you sleep that night in that hotel, so that's okay. Which hotel? I made a whole video about the best hotels in Pattaya, but I can tell you now, my all-time favorite hotel in Pattaya is Amber Forever. Booking link in the video description. Is it a good idea to travel to Koh Lipe through Pattaya from Bangkok and then visit Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai and Pai on a 3-week tour? Kanchanaburi and some parts of Isan are also on my list. If you already watched some of my videos, you might know the answer. 8 locations in 21 days. Less than 3 days per location. Honestly, then you don't have to go to Thailand. You can just look at pictures online. It has the same effect. Traveling is not about speed running it. Look at something and leave. That's not traveling. That's not Thailand. You would never recommend anyone to do that in your own country. This is like basically saying the places are not worth it, but I still have to go there. That doesn't make sense. Look at the map. Here's Bangkok and Pattaya. Koh Lipe. This is 3 weeks. Here's Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, and Pai. This is 3 weeks. Isan, I understand. Beautiful woman, no tourists, crazy good food, but without speaking Pai fluently, good luck. There's a reason why no tourists go there. You need a black belt in Thai traveling to go there. On my 5th trip, I went to Udon Thani. I thought, yeah, Udon, cool. As an airport, big city. I left after 3 days. Didn't make any sense. I didn't speak Thai. Nobody spoke English. I only saw 80-year-old Phalangs with 70-year-old Thai women. Nobody in my age group. It humbled me because I knew, okay, it's too early. Too early. I have to learn more. I have to develop. I have to reach black belt Phalang level to go to Isan. It doesn't make sense to go there. By the way, if you go there because you think the most beautiful women of Thailand are there, they aren't there. Every beautiful Isan girl is in Bangkok, Phuket, Pattaya. And nobody speaks English. And most people don't even speak Thai. They speak Isan. They speak Lao dialect. 3 weeks, including Isan? Never. Never. Absolutely. Please, forget it. Later. And Kanchanaburi. Yeah. You see, this is in the middle of nowhere. This is not close to Bangkok. It's closer to Bangkok than to Chiang Mai, but it's a day trip to get there. And then 1 night, 2 nights, and leave again. It can't make sense. That's not a vacation. Why do you want to go to Thailand if you want to stay at a place for only 2 or 3 days? I need help with medical travel research. I had my first heart attack in 2014 with bypass. What if something happens? If you need medical advice, then my custom GPT, Thailand Health Helper, might be the right tool for you. Let's try. Bangkok has excellent hospitals. Bumurungrat, Samitirai, Bangkok Hospital, King Chulalongkorn. You will need travel insurance. That's important if you are at risk. And you need to stay close to these hospitals. So a BTS or MRT station nearby. So if you feel any chest pain or something like that, you can go immediately there and call 1669, or they can get you, and the drive isn't too long. Good thing is in Bangkok you've got some of Asia's best cardiology centers within a few kilometers. Medical advice. Always double check for yourself. How do you structure a Thailand itinerary? Doing it myself seems overwhelming. Good question. My first itineraries that I did for myself, they were super long Google Doc texts. Detailed structure with time and date and which pier where I go, how long, what to eat, where to walk, how long it takes. One day was like such a long paragraph. And it turned out that I never did what I thought I do. That was always too much. And one day I did what I wanted, then I didn't do what I wanted. Maybe I felt lazy or moody or bad or something else was more important or interesting. So you can plan a lot and save a lot. But I found for me the best thing to structure it like that. Do something at the first part of the day, leave the afternoon for siesta, pool, relaxation, and then plan the evening. Sightseeing, morning, plus lunch somewhere, then hotel, chill out, do nothing, beach, pool, relax, and then start again at 5 or 6 or 7. Park, dinner, sunset spot, Muay Thai fight night. So I always have something in the morning, nothing in the afternoon, and something for the evening. When I give call clients an itinerary, I give them the days and I give them options. These are like building blocks. You can interchange it. The only thing is that you have to be careful. Maybe one day something is not open. Some restaurants are closed on Monday. The street food restaurants, for example, because of street cleaning. So check online, is this restaurant open only for morning and lunch, or is it only open for dinner, for example? That's the only important part to check. And then go with the flow, how to get around and not get scammed. Again, I prepared something. The custom GPT Thailand tourist trips completely protects you from any scam. General rule of thumb is don't trust any man that approaches you on the street. Thai women are not in the scam business. I mean, in the temple it's closed, tuk-tuk, I show you my gem dealer brother and then you have to pay 5,000 baht. Women scan you on a deeper level, on an emotional level, in a bar, but outside, on the street, at the beach, in front of a sightseeing spot, never women. And if you are interested in my GPT bot, link is in the description. Why don't you recommend the SuperRich money exchange booth at the airport, like all the other influencers? The SuperRich claim is the dumbest advice on the internet. When some influencer tells you you have to go to SuperRich for the best exchange rates, then please unfollow this person. I have the proof to show you that when you go to the lowest levels in Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Airport, you will find 3 banks. There's Kasikorn Bank, Happy Rich and SuperRich, and every single one of them the exact same exchange rates. Surprise! You think how long would it take for the 2 neighbors to escalate if SuperRich would always have better rates? The 2 other businesses were gone. They are sick of these influencer lies. Watch this video where we 69 Pattaya truths I wish I knew sooner.